All right, you may be thinking, well, I'm just going to wait a year or maybe 5 for better technology to come down the pike. I've heard there's going to be spray-on photovoltaic coatings that allow you to get power from the paint and the window tints on your house. There may be solar roof tiles that are coming down the line will be available. And what I have to say to that is there's 2 reasons why that may not be the way to go. One is the solar equipment that's viable and is lower cost today than the utility is tried and true. It's basically technology that was developed during the space race 60 years ago after $1 trillion worth of basically military and NASA investment. And just in the past 5 or 6 years, our price has dropped so significantly for this technology to make it have mass market appeal where it's cheaper than the legacy utility alternative for almost every case. So it just takes that amount of time for new technology to become cost effective on a wide scale, which is really the reason why most people go solar. So that's kind of the issue that I have after 13 years in the industry with stuff like the solar coatings and the solar windows. Now the solar roof tiles, I actually am torn about. I have a soft spot in my heart for them because one of my first jobs in solar was to go around signing letters of intent for a new solar roof tile that was coming out from one of the largest roofing companies in the country. And what they found is the same problem they found with the Tesla roof tile. You're having a smaller solar cell, which means more electrical connections, which means there's 10 times the potential points of failure. And they're not built into the panel. You actually have to field connect a lot of them. That's one problem. The other problem is with a tile, it's mounted directly on the roof, which means there's no air gap like you'd have with a panel that sits above the roof to help keep it cool. And high temperatures and electricity don't mix. It hurts the efficiency of the cell, so it's very hard to get a significant amount to offset your entire bill. And it's very hard on the equipment, and it doesn't last as long, and it's more of a liability than warranty. They just haven't been able to produce that much power. So as much as they look great in a lot of the renderings you see, most of the pictures, I'd say 95% of the pictures of solar roof tile installations you see are digital renderings. They're not actual installations. And it's going to be a long time. You're going to spend a lot on electricity before the costs come down. The other thing that's different about solar technology is that advances in efficiency don't really improve the experience of the homeowner the way, maybe getting a phone with a better, with 5G compared to 4G allows you to stream faster, a better camera allows you to capture memories better, maybe take better low light photography, maybe the flat screen TVs are getting, more affordable and giving you a better refresh rate and more pixels that look better. All a solar cell does is when sunlight hits it, it excites an electron and creates voltage for you to use. And the advances in technology really just make that smaller. But for the past 5 years or more, we've been able to offset homeowners' entire electric bill given just a section of the roof that they already have available. And as technology increases in efficiency, the space that's required of your roof gets smaller and smaller, but waiting 5 years down the line would be like waiting for a new roof shingle. The only job it's there to do is absorb sunlight and create electricity, and that's not going to change. Just how much space it takes up, and you already have enough space given today's technology. What you risk by waiting is the tax credits going away and potentially missing the timing of the market and panel prices coming back up because some of the metals and that go into them may become harder to get on the commodities market, like they're facing with batteries potentially. And there's plenty of reason why we may be at kind of a bottom of the panel pricing. And so now may be as good a time as any to make your solar power investment.